Your nickname's the Preacher's Daughter. Just tell us a little bit behind the background of that.
You know, my dad's been a preacher since before I was born, and he still preaches to this day. He preaches for the Church of Christ. He and my mom met when he was in preacher school, and both my brothers were born in Iowa, and then moved to Albuquerque or to Bosque Farms, and that is where I was born, and lived there for till I was 17. And when I was 18, we all moved up towards the mountains. My dad took just a couple years off of preaching, and then started preaching for just with some families out of an airplane hangar, and they wound up going into one of the family members' school classrooms because she was a teacher, and then from there they wound up investing in a building. So he preaches. It's a very small church out in the mountains called Edgewood Church of Christ. He still preaches to this day.
Just tell us a little bit about what your sort of life away from training involves.
I have a lot of friends and family there. I have family, meaning, I mean, I have just my parents live there, and my other brother lives in Houston, but I don't really have extended family. But when I say family, I mean everybody as a whole. You know, my husband and his family. He has a couple of aunts and uncles, and his whole immediate family lives there. So between the family and both of us being born and raised in Albuquerque, and all of the friends over all the years, we're pretty busy. Even though it's just a small little Albuquerque, we always seem to have something going on, somebody to go meet up with. And yes, Albuquerque has been following and supporting my career this whole way, so it can be a lot sometimes. A lot of people are out and about, but Albuquerque is one of those places you can really kind of sit back and have a good life, you know, and enjoy the people around you and not just the chaos, you know. So yes, I'm busy all the time, but Albuquerque is a big enough city that there's enough and small enough that you can kind of keep it as simple as you want. I love to do crafts. Crafts in a way, I mean, it's like, I don't want people to think of like, you know, popsicle sticks and like homemade reindeers. Like, it's a lot more detailed than that. They're like cool crafts, okay? I don't know. They're projects. I do a lot of stuff. I do woodworking somewhat. It's actually really legit. I made a whole bed for our spare room and an end table. First time actually doing drawers, and I have to say they slide perfectly and evenly. I don't know if it's gonna be a while before I jump in on that one again, because that is a chore. But I also just do like a lot of stone coasters and stuff. I have a die cutting machine. I can cut people's initials and things like that, and maybe monogram them. And I'll put like an epoxy coating, like a two-part epoxy coating, so that it's like indestructible, you know, and I'll do that for like wedding gifts or birthday gifts, things like that. But that's like my wind down time at home. When I get home, everything is so on the go. I'm running, I'm sparring, I'm hitting mitts, I'm doing strength training, I'm wrestling, I'm grappling, and then sometimes when I get home, my husband goes to bed at like 9:30, and I don't go to bed till like 12. I sleep from like 12 to 8. I'm not a super early riser, but I don't necessarily sleep until noon, you know. 12 to 8 is usually my nighttime, and so at night after he goes to bed and the house is quiet, I just like to kind of do busy work. My favorite place to be is in the gym. No offense to the media, but it still is nice to experience new things, and really I like to just really feel like I'm taking everything in life in. So yeah, it's been fun, and I'll be ready to get back to the gym when it's over. But it's been a great experience.